Hello Aries, thank you for tuning in to your love read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot by Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite. For the supportive cards, the Angel Answer Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. First half is for relationships, second half is for singles. Aries. Alright, what do we got going on here, Aries? Now, I'm seeing your partner's love for you evolve in this situation. Or is it the situation in general we're talking about? I feel like we're talking about the situation. Your partner has feelings for you, clearly. What seems to be holding back is like you're the Queen of Rods and they're the Page of Cups. Which makes me feel like you're kind of leading the situation, you're passionate about something, and they're not really on board with it, but they're going along with you. That seems to be what we're starting out with. This seems to be what's holding things back, because I feel like the reason it's holding it back is because they're really not on point as much as they need to be, or not as agreeing as they maybe need to be, and you're just kind of passing it by. Like, I almost feel like you're aware of it, but you're like, you know what, let's just give it a shot and see where it goes. Now, I'm noticing as you go farther forward, you have the Lover's card on your side with the Two of Rods, which makes me feel like the way they're reacting to what you want to do is slowing you down a bit, and you're reconsidering things. And I do feel like they meet you halfway, and they do want to do what you're doing. They are agreeing with you, but they don't want to do it at the rate you want to do it. And I feel that's the rate is the problem. They want to slow things up a bit, but keep going in that direction. You're just like, why don't we just go full board and just get it done? You're just kind of in the mood of like, let's just get it done. And they're just like, let's take it one step at a time and take it slowly. That seems, whatever the situation is for you, that seems to be what's the difference between the two of you. And because they're doing that, I feel like you're reassessing what's going on. Now, that being said, when you reassess and you do it, same direction, they're going the direction you want, it's just the rate. And when you slow it up for them, they feel like the Wheel of Fortune is going in their direction now. They're a lot more happier with that. And the Chariot, they are going in your direction. Not as fast as you wanted, but they are heading out in that direction. So everything seems to be going well right here. The thing is, they are very dedicated to sticking to that slower pace. You got the Queen of Pentacles here on their side, which means they're definitely moving forward. They definitely meant what they said, and they're emotionally invested in this. But they are very, very committed to the slower build. They're not about the fast movement. Now, I feel like this kind of becomes a little more rough for you, because I feel like you start pushing forward a little faster. When I get the Five of Rods, I feel like that's you pushing to make things go faster, because you're seeing things going your way and you're trying to get them to go a little faster. Is this going good or bad is the question, though. I feel like you're just excited and it's picking momentum up, but they're trying to slow things down at the same time. They have the King of Rods on their side. I feel like things can go a little faster, but you're going to have to change things. So if you want them to continue the way you're planning them out, you have to slow down. If you're willing to change it to what they want a little more, it can go faster. That's very interesting. So it can go faster if you change to how it's going. But I'm also noticing they have the Knight of Cups on their side that seems to be matching with the King of Rods on their side. These are both on their side. So I feel like the way it goes faster for you is if they get more of what they want from the relationship between the two of you. So this situation you want right here can go faster, can go the way you want, but something about the relationship itself, they get more in that respect, you get more in this respect. That seems to be the balance here. You got the Justice card on your side. That's what's going to get you what you want in this situation. But I feel like for them, it's relationship-wise. Something about the relationship between them and you directly. And the situation that you want to move forward is something that you're doing together, but it's not exactly how you converse back and forth. Like, I don't know if it's like moving in, or it's like something that if they want to start a family, something, they'll go faster in your direction if you go faster in their direction. Because there's something they want from the relationship. The thing is, I feel like you're trying to balance this out also with all these thoughts you have, because you're just like, all right, if I go forward with that for them, I have to give up a couple other things. So how much do I want what we're doing right now? So I feel like there's a lot going on. I don't feel like this is a simple relationship. I feel like whatever you're doing, I feel like you're a very active couple. If this is hitting with you, I think you're a very active couple. That's what I'm getting. And whatever the situation that they want, it's directly between you and them. Like moving in, starting a family, purchasing a home together. Something is moving forward on their side that they want. It seems to not move at all. It seems to not move at all on their side. But there's something you want from them to be a part of. This is something else. I don't feel like this is directly a part of the relationship. Like, I don't know exactly what it is you want them to go forward. It might be actually, with you and them, it might be actually like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's exactly like couple thing. I feel like it's something you're doing together, but something you want them to help you with. I'm not really landing on something. When I land on the other person, I land on things like moving in together, starting a family, moving into buying a house together. I'm getting a weird sensation with like a vehicle here, but I'm not sure whose side that's actually on, to be honest with you. But the short of it is, whatever you want to do, you have to give in to what they want to do a bit more. But what they want seems very centered in relationship, like moving in together, starting a family, things like that. Possibly a marriage proposal, possibly an engagement, something like that. I can see that their side is very much love-oriented. And I see that you love them, but depending on who you are, I feel like it might be something related to that, it might not be. Excuse me. Now, what helps is, I also feel like they've put the power in your hand by saying this. That's a little stressful for them, but seems to be what helps. You have the Emperor on your side, they have the Seven of Swords on their side. It's weird that these cards come in the position that what helps. I feel like by them allowing you this ability to make this decision, because if you make a decision yes, they go forward with both. And I feel like this is a trust thing for them with you. Because if you are moving forward with this relationship is getting a lot stronger and moving forward a lot more a lot faster than maybe it was before. Something seems to be revving up here. If you go forward with this, I feel like your partner is going forward with something they don't really want. But for the relationship, where they want the relationship to go, it's well worth it for them. I feel like that's the stress. Whatever the actual situation is, I don't feel like they really want it all that much. Whatever it is you want to do. But they're willing to do it if you're willing to go forward in the sense of relationship the way they want to. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So that is Aries for relationships. Okay, so let's do Aries for singles. I was kind of wondering, I was like, is anything else going to come out with that? Aries for singles. It's a very sunny day today. I feel like my sinuses are giving me a hard time. Alright, whoop! Well, we had the Five of Swords pop out, so we'll see if that comes out later. Aries single? Aries single, yes. Okay. Okay, you know, we're actually going to pull out some oracle cards because I'm seeing a couple spots where I'd like to know. Now, I feel like there's a short period here where it might feel a little uncomfortable. Okay. So, this situation seems to be starting more in a land of success. Like the Nine of Rods makes me feel like you've had some success with someone. I don't know if you've been close or you've dated or something seemed like it was going your way. Something seemed very good. And it felt like it was going to become something. In fact, you might be at that spot now where you think this is going to become something. If this reading is hitting with you. Because it seems like all signs are a go. You got the Eight of Rods here. A quick change. Quick change is what I'm getting from this. Five of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Something falls through here. Something falls through. The situation does not go forward like you think it will. But the Eight of Pentacles, it makes me feel like you're having a hard time letting go of it. Now, when I'm looking at the overall energy, it's the Four of Rods with the improving health. I feel like this has been a good thing in the past. This had a good foundation, it felt like. And the improving health makes me feel like you're thinking like, you know, it just needs a moment to realign. For some of you, I feel like you had some connection with somebody in the past. And it was looking like it was coming around again. Like you were going to get a shot, but then it doesn't seem like it. And you're wondering if whatever they're currently a part of, that's actually healing, which is actually not going to give you the chance you thought you were going to get. Everything seems to happen real fast, though. Like I feel like this all comes in real fast. Like it's somebody from the past. You're seeing a possibility for a chance, but then you're realizing right after the fact that no, they're going to be sticking with what they have. Now, this coming back into your life, even though they're sticking with what they have, I feel like it makes you kind of feel, it makes you wonder, like, you know what, maybe that isn't as stable. I mean, this person came towards me. Maybe it's not as stable. Maybe I just got to hold on for a little bit and just see how this pans out. Eight of Pentacles makes me think you're holding on. You're holding on and you're having a hard time because it's something from the past that was good in the past. That you seem to accept that it was over, but now this person seems to be showing up in a way that it looks like there's another chance here. But it's short-lived and it seems to like, it's like your hopes are dashed right away. But then you start questioning, well, you know, why did I even find this out if it wasn't a possibility? So you're holding on. I feel like you're holding on. The environment seems a little weird because, you know what, I am seeing like someone's persevering through stress and the World card there is the end of a cycle. Somebody's going through the end of a cycle and they're trying to persevere through it. And I feel like they're kind of coming towards you, but it's not what it seems. I think that's the problem. Someone is ending a cycle here and they're trying to find ways to cope with it. And I feel like maybe somebody gave you the green light or the somewhat green light here because you used to show them attention or you used to be a positive part of their life. And then after they do that, they're pulling back and they're just like, they're just changing their mind quickly. I don't feel like they're going back to whoever they were with, but I don't feel like they're going towards you either. And that might be the problem because they're leaving somebody, but and it might originally look like they're going towards you, but then you realize for whatever reason they're not. But then but then I feel like you reconsider and you're just like, you know what, all right, they're not going towards me now, but I don't think they're going towards anybody right now. If I just hold on for the right moment, maybe my moment will come back. So that seems to be where we're starting from right here. As you go into the future, now these cards might seem conflicting, but I'll explain them. You have the Two of Swords and you have the Yes card. It's the yes by itself. If it had the exclamation, that would be a definite yes. it's by itself, it means it could happen. Could. But I'm also noticing it's right next to the Two of Swords. Like, I feel like you're stuck still waiting because you're thinking there's a possibility this could work out. And this person you very much feel for. So that's why you're waiting, because you still feel like in the future you're still kind of holding on, thinking, you know what? Maybe this could be something. And you know, it was very good before. I'd like it to happen again. I would. And I don't see any reason not to, give it a shot. Even though the other person doesn't seem to be responding to you, you seem to be, playing it in the wings, just waiting on the side until they seem receptive or ready to date again. And then you want to get out there and put your offer out there. Now, what's trumping it, which is right above it, which means this is what's going on around you. It's a no with an exclamation. So this is not going to happen. I'm getting it's definitely not. But the reason you're holding on is because you feel like it could. But the overall energy, the overall advice is saying it's not going to work. Even though your gut makes you feel like there's a chance here because you have an emotional connection with this person, you'd like it to happen, it's not going that way. Now, I feel like this is somebody you might have had feelings for a while, and even though they were unavailable, even while they were unavailable, you still had these feelings for. The High Priestess makes me feel like you've been kind of faithful about it with your thoughts and feelings, in the sense of like they haven't moved on. Since that time when you were closer, however that was for you, whatever they were then, they've been staying the same ever since. That's what the High Priestess makes me really feel like. Like it's been omnipresent. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but that's what's flying out of my mouth. You've had the same feelings for a while, and it's now that they're coming forward in a way where there's a possibility you could act on them. You want to. You're willing to wait. If it takes a moment before you can do that, you're willing to wait. But again, we're getting that no exclamation, like it's not going to happen. And the sooner you let go, the easier it'll be for you. And I feel like the reason we have this at the end here, you have the Eight of Cups with the don't worry. I feel like you are going to walk on from it. Some of you might remove this person from your life the best way you can. No communication. You might even remove them from Facebook because you can't handle that, because the more you see them, the more you want to be with them. And the don't worry means it's not a bad decision to walk away, because I feel like even if you start removing them from social media, it's still not a bad decision. This is good for you to move away from this person. This is good, because this isn't going to work. No matter what type of person they are, there's not going to be a connection here, and moving on is going to serve you a lot better. Okay, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.